Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the most forgotten features in all of Jailbreak. Now, these features are very forgotten, so make sure you stay to the end, watch the whole video to see if you remember any of these, because I can guarantee you most people will not remember any of these features. So please stay to the end to make sure you see all the features, because this is a really good video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. So this video will be separated into 3 layers. Layer 1 is semi-forgotten, Layer 2 is mostly forgotten, and Layer 3 is, wait, what? That's in the game? So the first forgotten feature on this list is the ambulance. I put the ambulance on here because you just don't see people using it. It's mostly forgotten and neglected by the community. Now, the feature that I'm talking about in particular is the feature that the ambulance can actually heal you. The doors in the back can open, and if you sit in the doors in the back, it will heal you and generate you more health than it would if you weren't in the ambulance. Anyways, the ambulance is just a forgotten feature, which is why it gets a spot in Layer 1. Before we get into the next part of the video, I just wanted to say I've been sick for a few days, which is why I haven't been able to record the video. I recorded the first part of the video, and then I took a break for like a day, and then after that I kind of got sick. So I haven't been feeling very well for a while, but I'm feeling better now, so that's why I'm going to start recording this again so that I can make the video and get it out to you guys faster. But I'm still a little sick, so if I sound different, that's why. So our next forgotten feature on this list is vehicle renting. Now, vehicle renting is where you could rent vehicles for 24 hours by paying Robux to get them. And you can do this with the Lamborghini, and I don't think you can do it with any other car. So this is really forgotten by a lot of people because not a lot of people do it. It's pretty much a scam. You have to pay like 99 Robux, I believe, to get the car for 24 hours. So no one really does this. It's becoming more known now as more people are mentioning it in videos like this, but it's still mostly forgotten, which is why it gets a spot in Layer 1. Our next forgotten item is the sword. Now, the sword was added to Jailbreak on September 1st of 2019, about 3 years ago. Now, this is really forgotten because it cost $20,000 to buy, which is very expensive for a weapon. It has a decent amount of damage, but you kind of have to get really close to them before you can hit them, and as a cop, this is pretty useless because if you're that close, you might as well tase them or arrest them, and for a criminal, it's useless too because if you're that close to a cop, then they're going to tase you or arrest you. And also, in a game with guns, swords aren't going to do that much good. And the only other boost it gives you is when you swing it like 3 times, it gives you a tiny little speed boost, so it's not very that good, which is why it's mostly forgotten and neglected by the community. Now, our last feature that will be mentioned in Layer 1 is going to be the control tower. The control tower was added, and what you can do is pretty much select game modes from the control tower, and if the server votes on yes, then that game mode will pretty much play in the server, but more on that in a little bit. Next up, we have Bribing Cops. Now, Bribing Cops is where you can drop money in front of cops, and if the cop picks it up, then he will not be able to arrest you for a certain amount of time. This feature is still in the game, and you can still do it now, but it's mostly forgotten because cops in Jailbreak now don't like to roleplay. They're pretty toxic and just try to arrest you all the time. So that's why this feature is mostly forgotten and unused. Up next, we have the SWAT pistol. Now, the SWAT pistol is mostly forgotten and unused because a lot of people don't get the SWAT Game Pass anymore, but people that do have the SWAT Game Pass never use the pistol because they have better weapons. Now, let me explain the origins of the SWAT pistol. Originally, the SWAT pistol was just a slot on the wall that could not be obtained, but in an update a while ago, they made it so everyone who had the SWAT Game Pass, if they had the default pistol, it would automatically turn into the SWAT pistol. And the SWAT pistol is just the default pistol with a suppressor on it. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of like the default pistol better because it looks better and sounds even better, which is why I never use the pistol anymore because I don't like how they changed it. Next up on the list is the starter pack. Now, the starter pack is pretty much a way for a CMO to scam noobs because they don't know what they're doing. You pretty much get the truck that spawns next to the gas station, 4,500 jailbreak cash, and 1 peach wrap for your car. That's it, for 399 Robux. That's more than the SWAT Game Pass and the Boss Game Pass. And I'm pretty sure it's like 1 Robux away from the deluxe duffel bag too. So this is pretty much just a scam because the truck only costs like 5,000 itself. So you can just like grind for 10 minutes and already have the truck even if you don't have the deluxe duffel bag or anything. This is just a scam and I don't think anyone's ever bought this. If you did buy this, I feel genuinely sorry for you, but it's just forgotten because it only showed up for the first 24 hours of when you started playing Jailbreak, so a lot of people forget about this. Now we get into the good stuff, the stuff that pretty much nobody remembers unless they're a real Jailbreak OG. So the first thing in level 3 is going to be jet ski racing. Now jet ski racing is really forgotten. Like, I was doing research for this video to see a lot of forgotten things, and it like popped into the back of my mind, like, wait, was that a thing? I had to search up Jailbreak jet ski racing just to make sure it was a thing, because I kind of remembered it was a thing, but I wasn't sure if that was just like me making it up in the back of my mind. But sure enough, it was a thing, and jet ski racing is pretty much a game mode that you could buy from the control tower, and if the server voted on it, then you would pretty much get in a bunch of jet skis, and you would just race around the map, and the winner would get like 5,000 cash, and that's pretty much it. Nobody ever pretty much done this. I've never been in a server where anyone has actually done this at all, so it's really forgotten. No one ever does this. That's why it's getting a spot in Layer 3. Now, our next spot in Level 3 is kind of similar to the jet ski racing. It's another mode that you could buy from the control tower, but this one is actually Jailbreak Battle Royale. So when a lot of Battle Royales were popular, like Fortnite back in 2018, 2017, Jailbreak tried to make their own Battle Royale by getting a mode that was pretty much a Jailbreak version of like Fortnite and all those other Battle Royale games. So pretty much how it worked was you would glide in, and then you would search airdrop briefcases and get guns, and you know how a Battle Royale works. Last one standing wins. But it was pretty bad. No one else really played it. It was really glitchy, so that's why it's forgotten. Now, the most forgotten feature in Jailbreak is going to be Jailbreak Cinematic Mode. Now, Jailbreak Cinematic Mode is pretty much when you load into the game, like what you see when you're selecting the prisoner or cop team, that screen where it's floating you around the city and the map. You can actually do that when you're not in the loading screen. In the VIP servers, there's a mode where you can go into cinematic mode by putting in some commands and actually just fly around the map in cinematic mode. It's pretty cool, but can get boring after a little bit, and it's useless. It doesn't do much, which is why it's forgotten, and not many people know about this at all. Like, barely anybody knows about this, which is why it's the most forgotten feature in all of Jailbreak. That's it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And if the video is a little messy, it's because I'm still a little sick when I was recording this, but at least I got the video out to you guys. So if you like our videos and you really enjoyed this one, please leave a like on the video and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.